Hey YouTubers, diecast collectors. This is part 2 of my 300 subscriber special. It's Sunday and it's April 3rd. I'm sorry about part 1, but I'm going to have to split it into 2 parts because the video sort of cut off on me prematurely and I didn't want that to happen. But anyway, the last one I left off on, if you didn't watch the first part, was the Johnny Lightning Carcraft car. This one again is this is the GTO. Man, I tell you what, this car is sweet. Absolutely, like I said, I love the magazine cover cars. I mean, you don't see these very often. I mean, you know, especially the ones that had the calendar girls on it, because you know you would never see that stuff now because it's kind of, you know, for kids to see that stuff, it wouldn't be good. But anyway, like I said, sorry about the video cutting off on me. That just did that, and I'm sorry. But anyway, this is very cool. Very sweet piece. I absolutely love it. So that one's awesome. Alright, so now moving on to the Johnny Lightnings back here. We have the James Bond Johnny Lightning here. This is from 007. This is out of Her Majesty's Secret Service, I think. That's what the movie is. Unless it says it here. Let's see. Yeah, Her Majesty's Her Majesty's on Her Majesty's Secret Service. My bad. So, like I said, very cool. Just the subject matter here is, you know, why Johnny Lightning, I think, did so well for such a long time. Like I said, the cheapo stuff, you know, that's kind of why they probably failed. You know, you can't make stuff like this and then, you know, sell the cheap, crappy stuff and expect collectors to keep buying your products. So, very cool. Very sweet car. Absolutely love it. And the wheels are amazing. These are real rubber on this. You know, the real rubbers are usually this tire right here. So very cool. Usually the logo will designate, you know, if they're real rubber or not. But I absolutely found this car awesome. I had to pick it up because I love James Bond. Very cool car. And, you know, I'm a sucker for anything movie related, so very cool. Just about, except for the retro entertainments. Most of them I don't really care about, you know. So, the next one up here is the Keith Eckert I don't know how to say his name, but he makes headers for cars, the exhaust headers. Man, I tell you what, this car is awesome. I mean, awesome, awesome, awesome. I love the big, you know, twin super or turbo thing sticking out of this hood. I mean, I read that the engines on this is like 575 cubic inches with like 2 turbos. I tell you what, that'd produce some major horsepower. I mean, I really wish that like companies would do more of the cars like from Street Outlaws and stuff, because I like the Street Outlaws cars like the Murder Nova and Farm Trucks truck. I mean, Greenlight really needs to do that because they're now doing the Gas Monkey cars, and you know, M2 won't even do like really unique stuff. Auto World and Greenlight are the only companies doing the unique stuff. M2 just keeps recasting stuff over and over again. So, you know, if it gets a green light from Greenlight, I'd like them to do Street Outlaws cars, because this stuff was pretty cool. I mean, Johnny Lightning had so much variety that I absolutely love their diecast. So, this one's got kind of headlights right there, I think. A taillight, no taillight, but very cool piece. I don't know what this is based on. I think it's like a Monte Carlo or something, and you know, I don't like Monte Carlos very much because they're known for being those stupid donks, but I absolutely find this car awesome. I mean, Johnny Lightnings are amazing. You know, I mean, I love Johnny Lightning, but you know, nowadays all I pretty much got is, you know, Jada, Greenlight, and M2, and I hate Jada, but you know, Greenlight's good, and you know, there's few companies making good stuff like this anymore, really. But very awesome, very, very cool. So anyone you know, for anyone who the video cut out on, I'm absolutely sorry about that. But I just don't want to make another part 1 again because I worked really hard to get that right, so I just don't want to do it again. So anyway, first off, or the next one here is the Classic Gold collection. This is the 70 Dodge Super Bee, and I tell you what, I love any of these really, but this one's pretty cool because it's got like the resealable package. Nice opening hood, nice detailed engine, very nice rubber tires. I mean, anything Johnny Lightning I'm a sucker for, so very cool. Very, very cool. Anything old Johnny Lightning, really. Okay, so next one up here. Sorry this is taking so long, guys. I mean, the first one ran over like 30 minutes or so. So like I said, I'm sorry, but this is for you guys, you know, the subscribers who really follow my channel and, you know, like my stuff. This is for, you know, my commemoration here. So anyway, Johnny Lightning Dragsters, the 56 Christine. This was cool. You know, I don't really like the Christine that Johnny Lightning did in the Frightening Lightning series because it was kind of inaccurate, but I think the drag car is pretty beast looking. Very cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love it, love it, love it. Very cool. So, very sweet. Alrighty, so next one up. I'm bumping the camera here. I don't mean to. Muscle Cars, 1969. This is another Super Bee, but it's the Coronet. I don't really know how many versions of the GTX, Super Bee, and like the Roadrunner I have, but you know, hey, have another one doesn't really hurt. So, very cool. This one I can tell has rubber tires on it with the treads and everything. So, awesome. Even the tail lights are done. Even has a license plate back there. That is pretty awesome. And here's the front. I think Johnny Lightning is far superior, you know, even to M2 machines' quality nowadays. I mean, they did some stuff. I mean, you know, like I said, M2 has too many recolors and recastings and, you know, shelf warmers at Walmart. So, you know. But like I said, Muscle Cars 69, very awesome series. Alrighty, so next one up is the Crew Cab. And some of these I got a long time ago. I mean, I've taken like 3 or 4 trips to the flea market since I made my last video, and like I said, for that, you know, I apologize to you guys for not having any videos out for a while. I was going to say that in the first part, but, you know, I do apologize for not having videos out for a long time. It's just, you know, coming up on 100 uploads is kind of special for me, so I wanted to do something for you guys and make it special. So very cool. Absolutely love the Hot Rod series. They did some nice subject matter, and I like what they, you know, did with the set. Very cool. So there's the rear here. Very nice wheels. It seemed like they used a lot of the same wheels though in the set. I wish they had kind of done some of them differently, but other than that, I have no complaints. It looks very cool. You know, a hot rod you can share with your friends is kind of neat, you know. A 4-door, you know, almost like a Ford hot rod or something like that. I thought that was pretty cool and different. So, very cool. Alright, so the next car up here, I'll try and get it out. The package is kind of messed up on it, and I still won't take it out, but this one is a little messed up on the blister. But the James Bond 007, this one's the Toyota 2000 GT. I'll tell you what, I like this way better than anything James Bond that Hot Wheels is doing now, because to me Hot Wheels is doing a lot of stuff that's already been done in his old news and the retro entertainment line, and to me, you know, these Lightnings were way better quality. I mean, these kick the snot out of the new Hot Wheels retro, or whatever you want to call them. I just wish Johnny Lightning was still around. I mean, I'm so upset that, you know, they stopped making this high quality stuff. I mean, I know Auto World's around now and it's the same people almost, but I just wish they never quit, man. Very cool. Even got the license plate, I think. Oh yeah, it's got the license plate in there, the tail lights. Front license plate, wow, you don't see that too much. Nice interior too. I mean, wow. That's the whole reason, man, I go to the flea market, you know. You always find the unique stuff and, you know, never know what you'll find and what kind of deals you'll get until you go, you know. So, flea market hunting to me is just way more exciting than, you know, hunting at the store. You know, when I wake up, I'm just always looking forward to going to the flea. I mean, that's just my opinion, you know. There's just way better stuff to be found at secondhand stores, you know, than nowadays. So, that's just my honest opinion about it, guys. Alright, so the next thing I got here, I'm going to show my green lights. This is one I got is the Greenlight Country Roads Chevy C10. A nice truck. I know Greenlight is getting ready to finally do the Gas Monkey cars, but, you know, I hope that they finally do like the really, you know, iconic stuff. Like I want them to do that green Gasser Bel Air, you know, because customs and gassers and stuff like that, unfortunately, really don't get the limelight anymore. And, you know, I absolutely love Ed Roth and, you know, Von Dutch stuff. I mean, that's just the stuff I really go for, because I have the Dragnet and the Cruel World in 1/10 scale, the bikes and everything. So, like I said, I wish they do the cars from Counting Cars too, really. That'd be kind of cool to see some of Danny the Count's cars, in my opinion. But like I said, very cool. You know, hopefully Greenlight doesn't do too many of the common cars that are redone if they do the Gas Monkey stuff. And I'd like to see some 1/43rd Gas Monkey stuff too if Greenlight ever attempts it. I mean, like I said, you hardly ever see any like 1/18 or 1/24 scale custom stuff now, like gassers or anything. So I'm glad Greenlight, like I said, is doing the unique subject matter that no one else is bothering to do. That's what sets them apart from M2 machines, you know, doing the recasts and stuff. But, you know, very cool truck. Absolutely love this toolbox in the back here. I mean, this is amazing looking piece. Very cool with the rubber tires. I mean, Greenlight, to me, their detail is like far superior to, still to Johnny Lightning, but, you know, Johnny Lightnings were good for what they were. So, I mean, you know, both of them are kind of neck and neck for me, really. But very cool. Love the bumper. Everything on this is nice. Even got the Chevrolet there. Very cool. I don't see a license plate, but, you know, this is still a nice casting. Good job, Greenlight. And like I said, I'd like to find the hitch and tows with the Airstreams. I mean, that, for me, getting that at the Newport News Walmart has been impossible. And, but, you know, very cool truck. Alright, so this next one up here, HD Trucks International Durastar Flatbed. Very, very cool. Very nice work. Like I said, I like anything Greenlight. Their subject matter is like second to none. I just love what they're doing. This is really nice. I think they sell for like $8 or $10. I don't know, but it's a pretty decent price. It's just that some of them are a little expensive. I would like to have the tow trucks. So hopefully, you know, if Greenlight, you know, keeps the series going, I'd like to see some Pierce Dash fire trucks and maybe some, you know, I don't know, you know, some Pierce trucks would be nice, some forestry stuff would be nice. You know, it'd be nice to see a bunch of different subject matter covered in this. I don't know what they'll do, but, you know, I would like to see like a cherry picker or something like that, or some, maybe a bucket truck, you know. It'd be cool to see that. So, HD Truck series, amazing pieces. I love these. Nice metal base and everything. Honestly, you know, I'm looking for the Gone in 60 Seconds film tin that they got. I mean, there's a little expensive, you know, $25 for the film tin, but I know a guy out there, Scott, who's, you know, trying to complete his Green Machine series. I think his name's Scott Super Hunts or something. Hey man, I know you. I've been following your channel. I know you're a stand-up guy and you're good. I absolutely trust you. So, you know, if you want to sell me the regular Gone in 60 Seconds cars, not the Green Machines, man, I would totally be interested in buying the, you know, the regulars from you. If you can sell me to them, if you can sell them to me for like $20, you know, which I think would be fair, I'd be interested in buying them for you. You know, if you see this video and You know, like I said, shout out to Scott. His videos are awesome. You know, I follow his channel so much, and I love the guy. I love what he does, but I just really don't do buy, sells, and trades or RAOKs, because one time, you know, a guy tried to get me extra crispy. Either he was trying to take advantage of the fact I have autism or something. I don't know what he was trying to do, but you know, I know that there are good stand-up guys who are collectors out there, but it's that percent that are, you know, crappy that give those good guys a bad name. So, you know, I think it's really messed up what some people will do to someone when they ask for an RAOK. I mean, I think it's BS, but, you know, I can give my 2 cents on that, and I think everyone who's a decent person will agree with me, but I just wanted to touch on that. But anyway, like I said, very nice truck. I'm not trying to spend too long on one subject, but very nice. Alright, so next thing I got here were some M2 machines. I mean, I'm almost done here. Hopefully this doesn't run over 20 minutes. At least I hope it doesn't. I got these M2 machines. This one is the 1957 DeSoto Fireflight. Now, honestly, like I said, M2 does do a lot of recasts and recolors, but I did think this DeSoto was nice. I didn't have it yet. I didn't like the gold version of this that they released, but, you know, honestly, this one, it was pretty cool. Like I said, the gold version really wasn't that nice, but I like this one. You know, chrome wheels are way better than gold wheels to me, or brown or whatever. Like I said, this is a nice piece. So I think I've almost completed all the 57 Plymouths and the DeSotos, or the Dodge, or whatever you call them. So I know they had the Royal Lancer, but this is a nice piece. You know, good quality for an M2 machine, I thought. That's why I got this set, and I'd been looking for this one for a long time. So anyway, though, very nice. Like I said, M2 does way too many recasts and recolors, and they do too much stock stuff. They don't do enough customs. But one thing I want to mention is there's like a little flea bite out of this case here, and I wasn't really rough on this case or anything, and this piece of plastic just came out. And I've had some issues with the acrylics on these things cracking on the corners, so that's another thing that M2 needs to get right. I mean, their cases are kind of crappy. I mean, I don't know if I mentioned this, but like I said, I've seen the screw holes, you know, messed up too on these. So like I said, that kind of annoys me. You know, the M2 has got some quality issues they need to really iron out. But anyway, very nice car, pretty decent for an M2. Very cool. This one is the 1954 Chevy Bel Air. This one was a pretty good one all around. The only thing that pissed me off is that the hood is like super loose on this, and I unscrewed it, you know, to tighten the little dash screw on here, but there wasn't any dash screw, and like the hood is like super loose, so I guess this kind of is what it is. But it's another thing M2 needs to get right, is, you know, how loose their hoods are and their doors are, and you know, there's a number of things. I could spend all day on M2's quality issues, but that's another thing that like pisses me off about M2, is they got like major quality flaws. I mean, way more than Greenlight and Auto World I've seen. So that's just me being honest, guys. I mean, that's just the one thing I hate about M2. But very, very nice. Like I said, I really do have a lot of quips with a lot of problems with them, but you know, for the most part, they do have the opening doors. It's the one advantage that they have, at least. But very, very cool. But to me, the opening door is the only thing that's really going for M2 right now, in my opinion. Alright, so the other car I got here is this 57 Ford Fairlane 500. Pretty nice, you know. Like I said, the only problem is that hood, if you close it, it doesn't want to open again unless you unscrew it and like push the hood open or something, so that's kind of annoying. All in all, pretty nice though. I do like this kind of salmon-y pink color. I don't know what it's called, and I'm not going to bother to guess, but very nice. I did have the Turnpike Cruiser that was like blue, and I did get another one here, that hauler, and I'll show that in a minute, but this is pretty nice. So I'm just trying to rush here, guys. I'm sorry if I'm going really fast, but I just want to hurry up. I'm nervous my battery's going to run out. I don't want to redo this video again. I mean, I got more batteries, but I just don't want to redo this again. Very, very cool, though. Love the two-tone. I think there's two-tone on most of these, but this is pretty nice. All in all, I think that's the best set that I've seen by M2 so far, is in terms of quality. There weren't too many issues with them. Like I said, there was only one with that Bel Air and the hood problem, but all in all, pretty good. Alright, so next car here is this 1/43rd scale Shelby GT500. Oh, very nice. I mean, honestly, I think this is right on par with some of the green lights, and bonus is that the hood opens. I wish Greenlight would make some of their 1/43s with the opening hoods. I think that would really make them stand out. I mean, if they could do opening doors, that'd be sweet too, because I still think $20 is a lot to pay for a 1/43rd Greenlight. I'll be honest, I really do. And honestly, to me, this car's details are pretty much right on par with Greenlight's new 1/43rd stuff. And that's another thing I do want to touch on. At the flea market, I saw some 1/43rd scale Johnny Lightning Magmas, the Dragula and the Tarantula, the Tom Daniels car, and he wanted $10 a piece for them. I thought that was fair, you know, considering how much I paid for this. I think I paid $10 or $15 for this. You know, $15 was still fair for the Hot Wheels 1/43rd, but I love these cars, man. I mean, Shelby is like one, I mentioned it in the other video, but Shelby is awesome. So very, very cool. Very sweet. So this will be a two-part upload special, and I'm sorry about that. I wanted to make it one part, but I'll tell you what, this is starting to run really long. Very, very nice, though. Very, very cool. So, very sweet. Alright, so the next car. I mean, this is a haul on steroids right here, guys. I mean, this is a huge haul. I'm glad it was a two-parter and it didn't run an hour. I'm sorry, guys, though. This is the, and can you guess where this is from, even? This is the 1/43rd Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. And, you know, honestly, like I said, I want to get the Fast and Furious cars, the Paul Walker Skyline and the Challenger. Like I said, I saw them today, and I pretty much hid two of them because eventually I'm going to buy them. You know, if I haven't really seen anything in the stores this month that I really want, and the only thing I really want now is like the Supreme Heroes stuff by Matchbox, because I like the price that those are at for the detail you get. But, you know, this is really sweet. I love the wheels on this. I mean, some people hate the wheels on these things. I don't know if they like them or hate them, but I thought this was cool. And this was pretty reasonably priced. I think these were like $12 or something when I looked at them, or $13 or something, and I thought that was more than fair for a 1/43rd Greenlight. You know, I only wish the Fast and Furious cars were like $13, because I'd be more on board buying them. So, like I said, if Scott, you know, Scott Super Hunts, man, if you want to sell me the non-green machine gone in 60 seconds tin you have, you know, hit me up or something, because I know you're a trustworthy guy, and I've been following your channel forever, so, you know, make sure you hit me up, dude. But anyway, this is a really, really nice Jeep. I absolutely love it. Very sweet looking. They did have the brown one, and they've done a ton of these, but I think this is like my favorite that I've seen so far. And I hope they do the four-door Jeep eventually, because I might get that if I see it. And there's not enough 1/43rds at Toys R Us, in my opinion. I mean, there's not really enough Greenlights, period, but this is nice. Like I said, if Greenlight sold at more locations and Auto World would get better about distribution, you know, I think they could wipe the floor with M2 machines doing all their recasts and stuff. But very, very nice. Alright, so I'm not finished yet, but I'm just going to finish off some of the 164s with this one. This is the Auto Hauler. I did go to like Walmart in Yorktown, and I bought this with the other 3 M2 machines. This one is very cool. If you guys don't know, you know, back in the day before like TV really got big, I don't know if, you know, they had like these rolling advertisements that would roll around so they could sell you a car. You know, and this was kind of like before, you know, major, you know, TV and stuff, and, you know, radio was the only thing then. And this is like, you know, very cool. This is actually based on an actual hauler. This is really nice. I like the Ford F-100, and, you know, the clear trailer here. This is sweet. You know, advice to him too. You know, I wish they'd quit putting the cheapo cars in these haulers, because, you know, if I'm paying, you know, $17 for this thing, you know, I don't expect a cheapo car. You know, M2, that's just really kind of annoying on their part. I mean, I hate they're doing that. It's like they're trying to, you know, get one over on us for, you know, us paying $17 for these things. And that's why I hardly ever buy these auto haulers, because either I'm going to buy one that has 2 cars in it, or the one that's got the opening doors. You know, the only reason I bought this is based off of an actual hauler, but, you know, I just think it's cool, you know, just the Mercury showcase of advanced design, the Vanorama thing. It's just so, you know, old school. I mean, I absolutely love this piece. You know, even though it's a hauler, you know, even though I'm still paying $18 for it, and, you know, for me, I'd still rather pay $20 for a 1/24th. You know, and even I really don't like the M2 1/24 scale, but for me, this is really nice, you know. But very awesome. Totally, I thought this was totally, you know, I guess it was worth it, kind of. Yeah, I still didn't really want to buy it. You know, like, to give you an idea, guys, I went to the Yorktown Walmart about a month before Easter, and I saw that auto hauler, and I said, you know, if I come back in a few weeks, I might buy it. Then I came back, you know, it's still sitting there. I said, I bet you this thing is going to sit there still. So, you know, after a while, I came back again. You know, finally, I picked it up. And, you know, even though I still didn't want to pay that money for it, you know, I still bought it because I thought it was cool. But, you know, auto haulers, they definitely kind of lose their appeal, for me at least. I don't think they really sell well anyway. They just sit there as shelf warmers mostly. Most M2 machine stuff really is shelf warmers, though, if you look at it. Alright, so I'm going to just put this aside right here. I'm going to show the rest of my stuff, and I am done, guys. This is a lot of time I'm wasting here making videos, but this is taking me a while, and I'm sorry. But this is the next piece I got for you here. This is the Pepsi Cola pedal plane. I bought this at the flea market. I don't know when, but I did buy this at a flea market, and I thought this was pretty cool. Really like the subject matter here. You don't really see these too often anymore, and I think they're really neat. And they're done by something New Century, something custom replica. I don't know. Golden Wheel. That's what they're called, Golden Wheel. But very cool. The pedal actually turns the prop. Yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. So like I said, very cool piece. Absolutely love it. Was one to get. I thought it was pretty neat. So don't really see pedal planes too much. I like the pedal cars they did too back in the day. You know, before they started worrying about money now, like what they do now. But very cool. Alright, so these are the last two, the 1/18 scale that I got back here. And these are awesome right here. Check these out. This is sweet. The custom 1950 Merc Woody. Look at that thing, man. That is cool. Nice chrome motor. Wheels with surfboard in the back. Hot Wheels collectibles. This is sweet, man. And the surfboard, you can actually remove it. This has got some nice detail in it. I mean, Hot Wheels were the bomb back then when they did the 1/18. I mean, I wish they still did them, because, you know, Hot Wheels was so much better back in the day than they are now, in my opinion. But very cool. It's like 1/18 scale. I'm not going to read this, but it says, for the description here, you can read this if you want to, but I like how it says, nothing screams American classic like a Woody, and our 50 Merc Woody is the king of cool custom cruisers. It has been tailor-made, from its French headlights to its cruise skirts. Top's been chopped, the body slammed, behind the grill roars a fuel-injected mill capable of getting that surfboard into the water before the sets flatten out. If you have wood grain on the brain, you'll love our 1950 Merc Woody. I'll tell you what, just awesome, awesome piece. I bought this for around $20, so I really can't complain. I don't know really what else I bought with this, but this is like a trip to the flea market. This is where I got it. So, very, very cool. Hot Wheels is awesome. The old stuff is great. Love it. Alright, so next thing I want to talk about here. Hopefully my battery doesn't run out, guys. Alright, so this is a big haul, guys, and I'm sorry it's running so long, but this is the last piece. This is the 57 Chevrolet Corvette gasser. This is by Yatming Road Legends. You know, it has got pretty decent detail on it for Yatming, and I don't really collect these guys a whole lot, but I do like the gasser. The only really other thing I think I'd want out of this Yatming series, they did a Willys gasser that's a 1/18th, and I'd like to find that because it's got decent detail on it for Yatming, but this is really sweet. I love the blower. Some of the Yatmings are nicer, they're more higher end, but most of the regular Road Legends are kind of eh. But I did like this one. It's a pretty nice piece. Nice flames. Like I said, you know, and I'm still a person that appreciates, you know, detail and quality, so I do like this one. It is pretty awesome. Man, that's sweet. Alright, guys. I mean, I did get some good deals this month, so, you know, for all the collectors out there, I'm so glad, you guys have subscribed to me and everything, and, you guys have been awesome, staying on my channel. And honestly, guys, I'm trying to get more videos out to you guys, and I definitely want to start stepping it up on the videos and making more, and eventually I'm going to have a shout out. I'm going to be doing the vote on my channel trailer thing, so I'm going to be making a different channel trailer, and you guys are going to vote on it, so make sure when I first do it, you vote, so, because it's going to only last like a month. Voting is only going to last for so long, and once I close voting, all my channel trailers are going to get deleted, except for the one you guys pick that gets the most votes. So make sure you pay attention to that. I got a shout out video coming this month, and hopefully I'll do more videos, so make sure you stay tuned, and keep collecting, keep hunting, hunt hard, hunt good, all that stuff, and like I said, shout out to all the collectors that have subscribed me, and I mean, this has just been great. I mean, this is like the biggest haul I think I'll ever have or have had, so I mean, it's been slow to get stuff because stores haven't been stocking much, and I've been having a hard time getting, the newer stuff, but like I said, I appreciate the older stuff too, so I do a little bit of everything, not just, this and that. I mean, I try to dabble in everything I can and, collect what I can while I can, so if you guys are interested in my channel, again, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and, if you want to leave feedback, leave your feedback, what I should collect, what I should do. Like I said, my channel is your channel also, I'm not just the only one making this thing happen, so, generate some buzz, get some buzz going, tell people about me, that I'm out there, that I'm collecting, just, my opinion here, so, anyway, guys, like I said, I don't want this to run too much longer, so, keep on doing it, and I will see you guys later. And you remember, if it has to do with diecast, it has to be the J-Man 63. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.